A warm welcome to all of you on this utterly glorious
Signore e
day.
signori,
Positive
benvenuti
vibes
allo
all around
Stadio
us,
Olimpico.
lie on
Oggi
perfect
ci
conditions. There is a thrilling football match in prospect here, and we will be getting underway very shortly. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Bagz.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
It is a truly passionate scene here. Always has been ever since this ground first opened. This unique feeling is something that has rarely changed, even through major modernisations down the
Ecco la
years.
formazione. Il numero
For me,
3.
Peter, David Beckham was one of the greatest wide players of his generation.
And a bit of a throwback in a way, in the sense that he's a right-footed right winger.
Yeah, it's the perfect
Beckham.
position for him. His game has never been about cutting inside. It was kind of to hit the byline and get crosses in.
He's often mentioned, though, hasn't he, that he'd rather play in the middle.
Yeah, and that's something I find hard to understand personally, in view of his brilliant skill set.
So that's got things underway. It's one of today's standout fixtures between teams who are meeting for the second time this season. Neymar, and this is Roberto Baggio. Nico Williams. Guruceta is herring after that one. Oh, that is a nice touch. Gerrard, good, strong midfield running here. Oh, it's a foul there right on the edge of the box. And the referee has given a free kick just outside the box. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. A real opportunity here from a position of great potential. Just off target.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Distributed tidily. Back into the middle. And that's an errant pass. Boyro. Spread it left. Now Nico Williams. Paredes. Beckenbauer calmly anticipates. And it's De Bruyne. Thinks about the shot. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's had it taken off him. He's a sharp little ball here. It's Baggio! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
It has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
Gives it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Tries to play it through. Gorosabal made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Gerrard can so cleverly bypass the press. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. And here's Baggio. Roberto Baggio! Just not quite happening for him just now.
They're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. Can he finish? They score!
Gol! Ha segnato al 23esimo minuto numero 9.
Madrid have penetrated for the first time.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Hakimi. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. He's shifting through the gears here. Beckham. Bilbao deciding to turn to the long ball now, that is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they've decided to take a more direct route to goal now, but they can't just continue doing this and make it predictable. And importantly, they've got to look to win the second ball. If they do that, they should get right up the pitch.
Yeah, they really should. Guruceta is onto it in a flash. Hakimi. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Oh, nice touch. The corner looking to run onto it. Now it's Beckham. Hit into the middle. Danny Vivian can get it clear. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And it's Baggio. Oh, that's neat.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Jaureguisa, and there's green grass ahead of him. Caceres makes the interception. Neymar. And it's Gerrard. Mateus. Now De Bruyne. Jaureguisa. Nico Williams. Oiro. Can he get it through? Jaureguisa is wide and looking to get onto this.
Il
Expertly
quarto
cut
uomo
out,
indica
really
2
nicely
minuti di
done.
recupero.
Cleared without complication. Neymar. Great vision. De Bruyne in acres of space out wide. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Mateus. And this is Roberto Baggio. Nico Williams. And the first half is done. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Madrid leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And the game has already resumed here. Madrid carrying a one-goal lead. Back when it goes. And this is Neymar. Now that's a fine challenge. Well-timed, excellent interception. And here's Neymar. He's having a go. Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Now it's Williams. And it's De Bruyne. And here's Baggio. Can he finish? It's a loose ball. Oh, what has happened here? Mateus. Now who's going to be first to this? Koeman goes on a charge down the left. Mateus, a man never lacking in drive or determination. And this is Roberto Baggio. Still just a single goal between the sides. Now it's Guruceta. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Nico Williams. That's a sharp pass. Guruceta.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.113 spettatori.
Almost an hour gone. Driving on and making good progress. Driving through the middle. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He has found the way through. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game
Sostituzione di
here.
giocatori.
The break in play
Numero
means they
10.
can now affect their
Numero
change.
23.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a
Lasciano il
clear
campo
message,
per
Peter.
il numero 7, il numero 21.
Showing great feet there. Gerrard gets a foot in here. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. He's gone for the shot. A little bit quick to recover this. Williams.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And here's Guruceta. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. The message is clear. None shall pass. Roberto Baggio. Danger averted for now. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Paredes clears. And he's only too happy to take that back. Paraguisa.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And Beckham! And that has been clubbed away. Oh, and that should have been two.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he can pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know.
Madrid have their second corner now. Beckham with the short one.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Now it's Szoboszlai. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Engages and forces him off the ball. Just no time to dwell on the ball there. Iñaki Williams receives it in a good position here. And here's Nico Williams. Nico Williams has got himself a free kick.
Attenzione, un cambio.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Sostituzione di
A
giocatori.
warm ovation on his way
Numero
off,
9.
and that is the least he
Numero
deserves.
17.
Look, you can only give your all,
Beckham.
and he's delivered in that
Numero
regard.
8.
And I think the manager has probably just spotted
Lasciano
now
il
a little
campo per
tiredness creeping
il
in.
numero
And, if that's the
14.
case, then
Il
he's
numero
doing the right
15.
thing.
Messi, il numero 19.
Holding on to the slenderest of leads here. Minutes must feel like hours. Getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. It's Batistuta. Oh, it's come loose. This is Batistuta! No mistake! And there's the goal they've been looking for. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
The first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammates for the pass that put him on the plate for him.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Hakimi. And it's Messi.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He's had it taken off him. Luis de Galarreta. And that has left him in a heap.
Il quarto
Well, that
uomo
was well
indica
positioned
4 minuti
and
di
well
recupero.
pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
There's the shot! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other. And it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. And there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Madrid find a position of real strength now. Oh, he's bustling through here. And Batistuta! Lacking in accuracy. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Gorosabal. That's a good ball out wide. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. So the gloves are off, Jim.
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a game where the two key words are pride and courage, Peter. Pride in that you have to be prepared to fight for everything, and courage to be daring, to stand up and to commit yourself.
Barcelona have opted for a 4-5-1 formation, it appears, Jim.
Well, it's a formation, Peter, that lends itself to good possession and control in midfield because you've got the numbers there, a higher concentration. Backing that up with enough attacking dynamism is down to managers who want to get at teams. It can be used in cautious terms too, but certainly if you want to advance a little quicker and you have that attitude, then you can be very positive about this too.
Off we go then. This is one of today's standout fixtures between teams who are meeting for the second time this season. Jim, what do you think when you see Beckham?
Where do I start? Winner. Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Caceres. Koeman. Caceres. And it's Neymar. For De Bruyne. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Kubasi. He won't be happy with that one. Mateus. More and more pressure on the ball here. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Now it's Rafinha. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Mateus. And it's Gerrard. And here's Baggio. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And this is De Bruyne. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Rafinha. So we're still where we started right now. Rafinha. Well, they've got it again. Ferran Torres. Ups for safety. And it's De Bruyne. And here's Baggio. It's Baggio! It's in! And that really is so impressive.
¡Gol! Marcó en el minuto 22 el dorsal 9.
Madrid penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Ferran Torres. He's picked his way through. Yamal turns back here, probably the best option. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Approaching the half-hour mark. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Beckham. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Beckham with the cross. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. And we have our very first corner. Neymar with the short one. Takes a shot! Gerrard finds himself offside. De Jong is in the top 10 when it comes to assists this season. Rashford. And it's Balde. Now it's Rafinha. And he's found a way past. Ferran Torres. De Bruyne conjures time and space where few can. Madrid are looking to break at pace. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. And here's Bagz. Hakimi. That's very disappointing, it has to be said. Martin. And Koundé. And he's let fly! Alde. Can they get him away? Can he latch on to this? Pops him off it and wins back the ball. Mateus.
That's going in strongly.
Caceres.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
And it's Koeman. And there's the end of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised. Hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Madrid head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. So off we go once more.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Rashford. He's found a way past. Oh, that's fabulous. Beckenbauer gets across and deals with it. Beckham is one whose deliveries we all know about. Baggio chasing after it. Kubasi. De Jong. And Rafinha. And he's surging through. Barcelona have a free kick. Yamal, spread it left. He's got away. Out of play for a goal kick. Caceres. Neymar. And it's Gerrard. Caceres. Through. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Still just a single goal between the sides. Mateus, a man never lacking in drive or determination. Hakimi. De Bruyne, who does have an assist to his name. Here's Caceres. And it's Neymar. They get a throw-in.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a 97.559
And he's
espectadores.
managed to get free. Koundé gets a foot in here. Whistle's gone, that's foul. De Jong. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Rafinha. Great vision. Yamal's cross. Schmeichel claims it without any fuss.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Caceres. Neymar. Tried running through him, but he was not having it. Koundé defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Well, that pass isn't the best. Koeman. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Mateus. Beckenbauer. And it's Hakimi. To Beckham. 75 minutes played. And it's Neymar. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Eric Garcia. Out to the right. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 11 será reemplazado por el dorsal 20.
Madrid can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Gerrard picks it up out wide. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Koundé leading by just one goal and still some defending to do. Szoboszlai. Mateus. Now it's Roberto Baggio. And he's being shifted off it. Eric Garcia.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
De Jong. He's looking wide. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Barcelona making consecutive changes here.
You have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Dani Olmo. There's a sharp little ball here.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Knocks it into space. Nicely aimed pass.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Ferran Torres. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Madrid have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Roberto Baggio picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, how will we look back on that?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans, everyone pumped. Takes me back.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home,
Recordamos
so
a
must
nuestros
we.
espectadores
Good evening to
que
you.
los horarios de los próximos partidos se publicarán en la página web oficial del equipo en cuanto sean confirmados.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely
Hello
here.
everyone, and
Gorgeous,
welcome to
gorgeous
Signal
evening. The
Iduna
skies are clear, the
Park.
noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing
Everyone,
insights will
please
be
welcome
Jim
to the
Bagz.
field.
Well, thanks for that,
Players.
Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
The instantly recognisable Signal Iduna Park, one of Europe's most unforgettable stadia.
And this is now today's
Well, we
lineup.
hardly need reminding Jim of the strengths
Number
of
one,
David Beckham. He could play a
Schmeichel.
huge part in the
Number
outcome of this
6,
game.
Yeah, he's one of a kind,
Franz
isn't he,
Beckenbauer.
Peter? No one can match
Number
his
5,
accuracy or technique in
Koeman.
delivering the ball. On top of that,
Number
you
2,
have his great fitness
Hakimi.
levels from getting up and down the pitch, and his big game mentality, and his quiet leadership.
And that gets things running. This might spell danger. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, good ball. Roberto! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Beckham. Good running, strong and purposeful. And here's De Bruyne. Neymar. Oh, super ball. The defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Played through for the wide man. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Quarter of an hour played. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. He's shifting through the gears here. That is good strength. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, good spread. And he skips past his man. Now, can they get him away? Oh, it's played into the area. And he'll shoot here!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
De Bruyne. And Mateus. And it's Gerrard. And it's Neymar. Threads one in. It's Gerrard! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this. Yeah, very good job he positioned himself there.
Caceres. That's a good run down the left. That's good play. It's Roberto Baggio. He's having a shot! And it's a goal! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clean edge.
Roberto Baggio! Roberto Baggio!
So we have the first goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Gonzalez. It's a really well-measured ball. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Tries to pass it through. He's having a go! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
And it's Beckham. Mateus. Hakimi. Mateus. Beckenbauer. Madrid looking to pass their way through. De Bruyne plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. That's a great ball here. Can he get it through?
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now it's Roberto Baggio. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half.
Please
They've got the
welcome
lead
everyone,
and that gives them something to
lads.
build on after the break.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Madrid can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Showing good feet. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Neymar. And the pass is intercepted. That'll do under the circumstances. So what can they make of this? Gets into some space. He's found a way through. Played in. Oh, that's a fine interception. Mateus gets good distance on it. And the counter is on. And it's Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Caceres proves too strong. That has been knocked clear. Mateus. Here's a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether it's...
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. More and more pressure on the ball here.
The attendance for this match was 60,179.
Forces him off the ball. Baggio going face to face with his great rival. And to Bruno! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And it's Gerrard. Can he finish? Oh, that is rather wayward.
Substitutions taking place. Substitution on the field. Number
Madrid
23.
can now introduce
Neymar.
the first of their substitutes.
Number 17. Beckham. Number 10. De Bruyne.
Well, it's a move
Number
of great
8.
promise, but will it
Gerrard.
really prove productive?
Number
Stood up well
9.
to him there.
Baggio.
There's some
Coming
great
on the
running
field.
on show here, but
Number
ultimately
21.
there was no way through.
Mbappe. Number 19. Fiore. Number 7.
It's
Szoboszlai.
Batistuta.
Number 26.
Looking for the run.
Kukcu.
Skillfully cut
Number
out. He
14.
is so at ease on the
Batistuta.
ball. Soboslai takes control of it and he's on the move. That is danger averted for now. And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, for me, he seems to be
Substitution in
playing with a
progress.
lot more zest now. He does look the most likely to grab that second goal cushion.
Corner number 2 then. Soboslai moves short. There's the shot!
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Defending of the desperate variety. Batistuta. Real chance! He scores! And this is getting better and better. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Gabriel Batistuta! Gabriel Batistuta! Gabriel Batistuta!
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Madrid can consider themselves just about safe now.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
And a chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are cruising away. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart. And it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's a line like that.
Gabriel Batistuta!
A case now of complete control.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Now it's Mbappe. Has a shot! Keeper's not concerned by that. He's gone forward. Soboslai. Played into space out wide. He rises! Read the delivery beautifully, but got the finish all wrong. Oh, what has happened here?
Added
Time
minutes has been indicated.
4 minutes. Mbappe. Oh, they could break here. He's had it taken off him. He's in a great position here.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Madrid pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness, ruthlessness, relentlessness. Batistuta claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So hello and welcome one and all from what I can only describe as
Bienvenidos al
footballing
partido de hoy.
utopia. The weather
Hoy
is
contemplan-
perfect, the fans are in great voice, and the players are all set to get started. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And already we're underway here. Well, it's a formation, this, Jim, with a packed midfield, isn't it?
Yeah, and it allows for a lot of flexibility, Peter. You know, combative without the ball, expansive with it. It's a system that's naturally going to ask an awful lot from your central striker, but also for anyone positioned out wide. You're the key supply route, and at the same time, the defensive cover. So, effectively, you're the lungs and legs of the team.
Gerrard calmly anticipates. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Roberto Baggio.
Well, as box office names go, Peter, David Beckham is right up there.
Yeah, he gets the turnstiles clicking, that's for sure, but footballing qualities?
Well, I think any defence is going to be nervous because of the sheer quality he can produce.
Especially over a dead ball.
Yeah, not just that, I think in open play he can deliver for fun too.
And this is Roberto Baggio, goes for a shot! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
It has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
De Bruyne, quarter of an hour played. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. De Bruyne. Played out to the right.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
The most accurate pass. It's a really well-measured ball. Gets into some space. Can he get on the end of this? And that has left him in a heap. Gerrard. And Neymar. Gerrard. That pass isn't the best. Good ball, good take. De Bruyne plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Shifted upfield. And here's Beckham. It's gone for a throw-in. Brekalo. Out to the right. He's got away. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. That has found him in acres of space. This looks a chance! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Hakimi. And it's Beckham. And this is Roberto Baggio. And this is De Bruyne. De Bruyne! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. De Bruyne. And De Bruyne! Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Mateus. Gerrard. And it's De Bruyne. And here's Beckham. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. It'll be a throw-in. Hakimi receives it in a wide position. And here's Beckham. Oh, sweet feet. Deep cross. And he's managed to get rid. That's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
He's in a great position here. Mateus.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Crunching tackle. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. And we are up to the break.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained, so I'm looking forward to what's to come.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. So we're just settling back into this second half. Both sides defensively robust up to now. And here's Neymar. That's tidy. defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Mateus, and it's Beckham. Beckenbauer. De Bruyne. That's Gerrard. And here's Baggio. De Bruyne. Ah, such a clever touch. Neymar. And the shot! Goal! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
¡Gol! Marcó en el minuto 56 el dorsal 23.
Madrid have taken the lead.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Caceres does well to get it back. Lovely bit of skill. Crossed into the box. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, he'll be annoyed with himself for not getting there.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Can he get it through? He's found the way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Now, this could be a chance. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
And here's Neymar. Oh, that's nice. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oviedo choosing to make the first change.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Salomón Rondón. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Maradona goes on a run down the left wing. And here's Maradona. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. He is through here.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. He's on it. Can he get away? Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 18, el dorsal 3, serán sustituidos por el dorsal 14, el dorsal 25.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Mbappe. Almost there, but it's cold sweats all round. He has found the way through. Mbappe. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
And if you dwell on it for that long, that's what happens.
Well, it's ended up in no man's land. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Messi tries to play it through. Roberto Baggio! They've scored! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, what a hit, Peter. And there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Final checks on the touchline. A
Se va a
change
realizar un
about
cambio
to
de
occur.
jugadores.
Madrid could not have picked a better time to snatch a 2-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
The referee's awarded a free kick. He's gone direct. That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes.
Habrá
Goalkeeping
4
at its very
minutos de
best.
descuento.
Four added minutes on the board. Koeman looking to provide the solidity his team so need. Now it's Mbappe. That is lovely. Echaria. And there goes the final whistle. Madrid are enjoying their moment of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and certainty, as we've come to expect from them. Roberto Baggio taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
Well, thanks for your company, Jim, and a very good day to you.